Will we get to see Matilda hunt some ghosts for once, or?
This season, not really specifically. Man, wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, I don't have ghost hunting equipment, so it wouldn't cost production anything. Maybe we do a Halloween special, something kooky.
Kayla, Maeve, Adam, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I'm so excited to talk with you about Everything's Gonna Be Okay.
Genevieve, I got into Juilliard and you're still looking for a hobby.
For sure.
Nicholas is untrustworthy and doesn't understand me or my needs. And Alex is only dating Nicholas for the money and to use our pool.
Hey, this is LA. I could be dating someone way richer if that's what I wanted.
Love, love, love this show. With one amazing season under your belt, what's it like getting back on set for season 2?
We were terrified we weren't going to make it because like all these productions were getting shut down while we were filming. And I mean, even just getting greenlit for a second season was like, we were just on edge. It wasn't guaranteed. But then we didn't get shut down, which was awesome. But a lot of the scenes were like no acting required because, we were like, part of it sort of in a pandemic in the show. And so Josh really kind of wanted to sort of imbue those like sort of moments of isolation. And a lot of those times you just felt like you were just falling right into it because it felt so real.
Yeah, absolutely. So Kayla, how was it different for you this time around?
Well, so many things were different. I mean, with the daily nasal probes, I did not enjoy that.
Safe to say you didn't love that experience.
No, it's just going up to a stranger every day and having them put the thing up my nose. And I have a joke with one of them saying that he must have been an Egyptian mortician in a previous life because that's how they take out the brains is through the nose. So I'm just like, oh, this is...
Maeve, how about you?
I really liked the tests. I feel like that's an unpopular opinion, but I kind of liked it. I like having tasks, and it was nice that was like a daily task. Like, oh, this is fun. Also, we're in the studio for hours, and we don't see sunlight, and the only time we ever get to see like the sun and nature is to get the test. So maybe it was more I liked seeing the sun. I felt very much like a vampire.
I can totally see that. So, I mean, Josh Thomas is amazing at taking these sort of heavy and sometimes sad issues and sort of translating them into these storylines that are humorous, but like also grounded.
Darren Moss. Let's all honor him by sharing moving letters from the heart. Nicholas, it's your turn.
The thing is, I didn't write nothing.
You didn't write anything?
No, well, I thought we were just burning them. I wrote Dad, yay.
And I feel like he's done it again here with how he handles the pandemic. And I feel like early on in the show, or at least this season, your character, Adam, seems to be hit pretty hard by the pandemic. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know, I really felt like this when I was at least in quarantine myself, but like we have nothing to do but sit with our thoughts. And sometimes it's like very uncomfortable. And so for like Alex, he has to just sit with the fact that he put all this money and time into a career that he may like not get to do within the next couple years because, he's going to school to be a dentist. And then, there's like also the fact that his parents are going through some stuff. So then he has to sit with that too. So like you kind of see these sprinkles of like the sort of frustration mounting throughout, especially the first few episodes. And then it sort of comes to a head later on. But I really like that Josh kind of doesn't always go in a straight line. It's always kind of askew. And with Alex, especially, it comes out in random times when you least expect it.
Yeah, it's incredible. This season brings with it some new incredible talent. We have Maria Bamford, we have Richard Kind and CJ Jones. So I guess Maeve, Maria and you are both stand-up comedians. Did you two bond on that front at all?
Oh God, she's probably one of my favorite comedians ever. And I had a big moment where I was practicing in the mirror how I was going to say hi to her. Because that was like, and I never actually it took a while for me to build up the courage to say hi. Because she's Maria Bamford. But we didn't talk too much on set. I co-wrote a short film with my mom and she co-starred in it with me. So I think we were able to talk a bit more then. And that was very fun to kind of talk about comedy with her and stuff.
That's amazing. Did she give you any good like pro tips or anything?
She rehearsed a joke in front of me. She was like, I'm working on a joke. Can I do it for you? And she just did it for me. And I had a full moment of like, oh my God, I get to see this unreleased Murray Bamford joke. It was such an amazing experience.
Amazing. So Kayla, was there anyone that's new to the scene this time around that you connected with?
Richard Kind. I mean, everyone who knows me knows I'm the biggest SVU fan ever. And he's been on so many episodes. And the night before I was going to be working with him on set, I was just browsing Hulu episodes of SVU and he's on the screen. And I'm just like, wait, that's, I'm going to be meeting him tomorrow. And then it was just like a hyperventilating moment beforehand because I admire anyone that has been on SVU. I'm just like, oh my God, this is actually happening. He's been so nice and funny, and he's so naturally talented in acting and voiceover work. He's just incredible and really nice guy.
Yeah, he gave you some pro tips on the voiceover, right? Because you had a couple auditions and he helped you out a little bit, right?
Yeah, he did.
That's an amazing skill to be able to harness, honestly. So Adam, CJ is one of the few Black deaf actors on the scene, and he plays your father in this. How was that, and how did you prepare?
Just getting to work with him was amazing. I felt like we had this kind of cool kinship and bond where we would, sign in between takes. And it was cool because I just felt like it's like, you see this person on TV and in movies and Baby Driver, and it was just kind of surreal. And I felt like really, really grateful. And my ASL teacher, Andrew Moore, he was like really big about just getting me to the level that I needed to be at for this, because I had already been learning ASL with my friend Omar, who's actually my roommate now. And Josh found out and he was like, what if we write this character, and you play a coda? And so I was just excited to get to kind of like hone that in and use that for a project. And so it was just a really cool experience. And I feel like really grateful to have worked with him. And it's unique too, like you said, that there's so few like deaf characters already, but specifically Black deaf characters. So it was like a pretty cool experience to be a part of that.
Yeah, and how amazing that you already knew how, you knew a bit of ASL, which is like super, super cool.
Yeah.
Can I throw you on the spot and have you say something nice about the show in sign language?
I hope everyone loves this season, and I'm excited for you to watch.
That's amazing. Thank you. So let's swing over to Maeve again. I want to talk a little bit more about your background in comedy. Do you think that makes you a better actor or vice versa?
Gosh, I don't know. I think that I grew up constantly creating characters with my comedy. I always loved kind of just coming up with scenes in my head and all that, and I put that into my comedy, and I think it helps. I hope it helps, because I've invested a lot of time in both of them. So it would be nice if they both helped each other out.
Well, you look like a natural on screen, honestly. And like I've watched a lot of your stand-up as well, and it's hilarious. So tick like 10s across the board, honestly. So,
appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course. So my next question is for you, Kayla. You are the first actor on the spectrum to play an autistic main character in a series. How has that experience been for you? And like, what was the response of the community?
It's been really great. Everyone has been so welcoming and supportive. Sometimes I feel like I'm under a microscope, though, because of how much I'm getting responses wise and press digging for info. It's been like heart tugging. I mean, I have so many messages from kids, parents, adults opening up and telling me about their struggles, especially girls. It's really special for me and them too to have something to look up to. It's always touching and sometimes surprising, the DMs that I get, but everyone's been really supportive.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be a lot of pressure to be in that position. But I mean, I know personally, like, grateful for you to be, the spokesperson on that front. And like, it's just amazing what you're doing, honestly. So I, appreciate you very much. Are there a lot of similarities between Matilda and your own personal experiences? Like, will we get to see Matilda hunt some ghosts for once, or no? Or
This season, not really specifically.
Mhm.
But man, wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, I already have ghost hunting equipment, so it wouldn't cost production anything. So I mean, like, sure, like Josh brings home a haunted antique, or maybe we do a Halloween special, something kooky. Oh, I already have ideas going in my head. Josh, are you listening? I'm going to be presenting some ideas to you shortly.
Perfect. So my next question is for both Kayla and Adam. I think, why do you feel it's important, or what benefits come from casting actors who are part of the community that they're portraying?
Well, I think there's a lot of just nuances in the character portrayal that you're not maybe always going to get if it's not authentically cast, I think I remember specifically in the first season when we were going through the sexy time scenes, Josh and I, in the beginning, I was like, I wonder how this will go. Cause like, he was like, it's already kind of just like assumed that we kind of can just like get into it and throw into it. It's not awkward and we're not pushing for it, and that's not to say like, a straight actor couldn't do the same thing, but it was nice not having to sort of muscle through that. Or if, he was uncomfortable or I was uncomfortable, it could, show on screen, as he always says, that the chemistry might not be there and people can see that, and I think it brings even more of an authentic sort of feel and like a real vibe to the show.
Yeah, absolutely. So Kayla, why do you feel like it's important, or what benefits come from casting actors who are part of the community?
Everyone watches entertainment to be entertained, and the audience want to see themselves and relate to the characters that they see in TV and film, giving us the chance to break down stereotypes through authentic casting and writing.
Yeah, historically, there hasn't been nearly enough. And I feel like we're finally coming to a place where it's getting so much better and people are actually being cast. And the communities in general are being represented in ways that are less cliche. So it's fantastic to see, especially on a network like Freeform, which is typically skewed a little bit younger. It's just fantastic that they're pushing the boundary in terms of representation. Yeah. So I have one final fun question for you guys. In an interview with People, Kayla, you mentioned that you wanted to do a Marvel movie. So it got me thinking, if you could be a superhero, what superpower would you want?
Well, everyone knows my dream role is Squirrel Girl. So I would love to be able to communicate with all animals and have them be my minions.
That is a fantastic power. Sometimes I feel like I have that power already, but like, I think it's all in my head. Maeve, so what superpower would you like?
So I put a lot of thought into this question because I'm a massive, massive fan of superheroes and like comic books and stuff. And I'd want so when I was younger, I made this team of superheroes called the Lame 11. And it's just 11 superheroes with very, very lame, dumb powers. And I feel like I would want to be one of them. Like a Mr. Magoo type of superhero, but less racist.
There you go. Yes, you hear that, Mr. Magoo? We're coming for you. Amazing. So, Adam, what would your superpower be?
This actually came up the other day in a conversation I was having, and somebody said it was a very great response. They said, I'm gonna use it. It was mind control, like the Phoenix, or like Jean Grey and Charles Eck, like Dr. Xavier. If you want to get a certain place, you can get somebody to fly you there or whatever. That would be my main power, would be flying, because I feel like LA has all this traffic, but mind control is a pretty cool one too.
Yeah,
so
totally.
The Jedi Mind Force.
Yes. Yeah.
That counts.
Well, you guys are all superheroes to me. So I really appreciate you taking the time to sit down and chat with me about everything's going to be okay. And I can't wait to keep going with this new season. I'm in love with it and look forward to hopefully many more seasons to come.
Fingers crossed.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Darren Moss. Let's all honor him by sharing moving letters from the heart. Nicholas, it's your turn.
The thing is, I didn't write nothing.
You didn't write anything?
No, well, I thought we were just burning them. I wrote Dad, yay.
Genevieve, I got into Juilliard and you're still looking for a hobby. Well, sure. Nicholas is untrustworthy and doesn't understand me or my needs. And Alex is only dating Nicholas for the money and to use our pool.
My feelings hurt? Like,
Hey, this is LA. I could be dating someone way richer if that's what I wanted.
Is this what unconditional love is?
Don't you think maybe love should be conditional?
Yes.
It is with a heavy heart that I inform you that I'm not queer. How do you know you're not attracted to women? Pornography, the categories I choose. Why did I have to be born straight? Life is a cruel mistress.
Nicholas, what's going on? She's not queer?
She's heterosexual.
Sometimes good things have to fall apart for better things to come together.
Shut up.
It's time for some grounding exercises.
I am not
okay?
grounding right now, Toby.
What were you thinking about during the moment of silence? Dad? I know we're supposed to be sad, I just didn't feel it today. Are we bad people? Just so much pressure.
'Cause I know